Hey guys, we're taking on Grobbulus with Shaman. We're going to look for some cheaper drops. Our removal's pretty good. Last game we were doing quite well until Ooze double mutating inject and we didn't have our hexes. Ooze double mutating inject, that's 2 9 10s. Even a Molten Giant couldn't clear one of them. That was fucking rough. Just when I thought we were doing decently for a change. We had Naxxramas to heal ourselves up. We were not dead yet at like turn 7. We're higher health than usual. We're lucky we can get off a trade here. Gonna be mana efficient. I'm sure he'll just slam it. Oh, he does the trade for us. He's worried about that. Okay. Now he might mutating inject, so do we Lightning Storm? To not give him any targets is the question. Then we'll be overloaded, so next turn we only have 3 mana. We could still play an Armani Berserker. Next turn we'd like to Spectral Knight. If he does mutating inject, he has a 5/6. We don't really have anything that'll... Well, actually, if we play an Armani, I'm sure he'll trade though. Otherwise, we could have... Let's be conservative. So 1 for 1 though, he only has 2 guys out. Maybe we can't play that scared of it.
Join or die, or both.
So that would become an 8/6. We're gonna play this. Because it'll have more attack. Oh, sorry, I should have played the Worgen. I was looking between that and the Scarlet Crusader. My thinking is we can Dark Eye and Dwarf it to go into that. If we need to. This will draw him a card, unfortunately, but it's what we gotta do. Yeah, if we played the Worgen, we'd also be able to play 2 guys this turn. We would be able to play the Armani Berserker with the Molten Giant, which could trade with something and let the Molten Giant go to face. If we attack this, we leave this at 2, which means we'll give him an Ooze. That's unfortunate. Could Doomsayer and just delay things a turn. We could play a few creatures and start pushing for face. And assuming he'll trade. I think I like that. Don't know what I'm doing, but let's be really aggressive. If he mutating injects this, we die. That's actually what will happen. That's pretty bad for us too. If he's smart, he'll slam this guy. Oh, he's doing some weird trades. Down to 6 we go. We really need Naxxramas. What can you say? Uh-oh.
Mind if I roll need?
Hey! Look at that.
Join or die.
Yeah, this guy's gonna die anyway, so we want to trade him. Do we trade here? I don't think so. I think we start going face. Hope he doesn't have an answer to Naxxramas. Oh my god, this is the closest we've come. Quite comfortably. We have 16 them. Oh fuck. Oh, he trades for us. Is that all you got? Okay.
I will mourn your death.
Play 5 and 3, 5 and 4. We have a heal in our back pocket. Let's just get out as many threats as possible and go for the win. We are threatening lethal. What you got? That's fine. Mutating inject. No, that gives a taunt. Don't. Oh my god, yes!
My eyes are open.
The end is
I will
coming!
mourn your death.
Oh man. We've managed to take him out. This is such a difficult matchup, but we got the win. I'm really happy to get that off the checklist. Down you go, Grobbulus. Oh, that feels good.
Back to the drawing board.
Let's take a look at the deck. So I started off with a much slower board that aims to kind of wipe his board with Lightning Storm and then get some really big threats out. Like a lot more expensive creatures that don't die easily. The problem is that you just die on like turn 8. Because if his early board is getting in like incremental attack with loot hoarders and oozes and whatnot, plus his hero power, you get down super low. And you seldom can actually save yourself with Alexstrasza on turn 9. Often you're dead before you get to play it. Because you need to keep doing AoE with Lightning Storm and there's Forked Lightning in here, you're overloaded, so you often can't play Alexstrasza when you need to. It just didn't work. I really, really tried it. But, yeah, so I redesigned the deck to be able to actually fight for the early board, hence its name, Fight for that board. So it has, you know, low health creatures that are going to die easily. It has basically 1, 2, 3 drops, anything that doesn't die directly to 2 damage. Your goal is not to really get that much value out of it, but just to hit 1 creature and trade, so that you're not taking extra damage from those early creatures, you're fighting for the board. You're very dependent on drawing Alexstrasza on turn 9 or 10 to actually stay alive, because even so, I mean, his hero power is just, by turn 9 you've taken 18 damage. Anything he plays which you don't kill immediately is going to hit you in the face. If you leave something out for a turn, it's going to get mutating injected and hit you in the face. Like, you're going to be really low. We put Earthen Ring Farseers in too, because they survive and buy you a little bit of time. And we can actually survive now to turn 9 or 10 and hope to draw Alexstrasza. Going in more detail, Earthshock is in there for early Lepinomes, early Loot Hoarders, things that have been mutating injected if you need to deal with them in a pinch and don't have your hexes. Zombie Chows survive a turn and can kill pretty much anything he plays on turn 1 or 2 with the 2 attack. You don't really care about giving him the 5 health on turn 1 or 2 because he's at full health. Amani Berserker becomes a 5-1. Doomsayer doesn't die and can buy you a turn. Hex is mostly for things that have been mutating injected, or to be able to clear his board with Lightning Storm if there's something above the health threshold. Earthen Ring Farseer to buy you time. Raging Worgen becomes a 4-1 Wind Fury creature, which he'll prioritize killing. Scarlet Crusader becomes a 3-1 Yeti, a 4-3. At least it's somewhat durable, can trade with a Dancing Swords or whatnot. By the way, if you do put out something like a Scarlet Crusader, where after 1 hit it's going to die next turn, you pretty much never go face because you know it's going to die next turn, so you want to trade it into something so he doesn't get an extra 2-2. Dark Iron Dwarf survives his initial hero power hit and buffs something else to trade well, like a Scarlet Crusader into a Dancing Swords. Gurubashi Berserker, he turns into a 5-6 for you for 5 mana, so this actually benefits a lot from his hero power. Spectral Knight, he can't target, so it becomes a 4-4. He'll have to trade into it. He can't play Slam, which is his most frequent form of removal to help kind of put your creatures down. If there's nothing to trade with, it'll even hit face and survive another turn with the hero power. Rag's good because if you're not close to death, he'll start trading everything into this inefficiently because he's really scared of Rag. Alexstrasza is your key to surviving by setting yourself back to 15. And Molten Giants because you get low in life pretty quick and you can kind of get a free Molten Giant out and still play your turn and get more things out. And that's the deck. It's definitely a rough matchup. It doesn't have a high win percentage, but it is at least possible. I was starting to worry that it might be almost impossible for Shaman to beat Grobbulus, given the way the kind of mechanics of the hero powers interact and the fact you don't have healing. But it is possible. We just did it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.